Hey everyone, it is Sunday, April 24th. The time right now is 3:15 p.m. and right now the temperature is a rather nice 13 degrees Celsius. And I'm here on Dundonald Street. And that looks to be a new entrance to the subway going in that new building right there. That's interesting. The entrance at Dundonald Street, well, where I am now, but where I just started this video, just recently opened up as well. And this is Yonge Street coming up. And for this one, I don't really have a plan. I did plan out a walk that started at Dundas and Bathurst. That one's going to go through the Trinity Bellwoods neighborhood. So I just thought I would record a walk heading to that spot. And for the most part, I'll try to avoid the major streets. So this is south on Yonge Street, and this is Wellesley coming up. So I need to make my way west, which would be to the right. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go a block south of Wellesley here, and then I'll turn right at whatever street that happens to be. So just to the left here, you'll find the main entrance to Wellesley subway station.
Zaten neresi kızı sahaya? Bu ne? Kaçıncı gibi mi ne diyorlar? Evet. Burası. Bir de onun kalan kurulması. İşte bu benim siyahın başında
So this part of downtown is known as Bay-Cloverhill. And I think that runs between Yonge Street here to the east and Queen's Park to the west. And to the north, I think it's bordered by Charles Street. And maybe Dundas Street to the south. And this street here, I don't see a street sign with the name. I think this is Breadalbane Street. Oh, and it looks like there's a development plan for this block of 59 stories. I lost my Nikon camera inside a camera bag on early January 2022 near here. If anyone has any information, there's a number there you could call. And this is St. Luke Lane. There's a new park space that has appeared beside this new condo. It's not quite yet open for the public. And that is Bay Street coming up. And let's cut through here. This is the leaf garden. It's not much of a garden. And it looks like there's development planned for this parking garages. 32 and 46 stories. And this street here, some will disagree with how I pronounce this, but it is Grosvenor, spelled Grsvenor Street. I think it's a street that everyone has their own unique pronunciation for. And here is Bay Street. There looks to be a fair bit of commercial or construction to the north on Bay here. And these buildings on the right, I believe, are Government of Ontario offices. There's the Women's College Hospital, or Women's College Hospital. So straight to the west of here is Queen's Park, and that's where you'll find the Provincial Legislative Assembly. You can actually see it right now. There's a number of notable, fairly prominent hospitals in this area. And there's the mostly deserted Whitney Tower. And this street here is Surrey Place, and I don't know if I've ever been along this street on this channel. So let's go south here. looks like this is it for Surrey Place. So now we're on Grenville Street. And just east of here, at Bay Street, you'll find the Metro Toronto Police Headquarters. There's an interesting find. A violin dealer and restoration shop. Someone asks me where to get their violin taken care of in the city. Now I know. Now I'm on Dr. Emily Stowaway. Although south of College Street here, it becomes Elizabeth Street. There's a look west along College. So despite there being quite a few people out on Yonge Street, once you get off of the major streets, it's really quite quiet and pleasant to walk around. And this on the right, I think, might be the Toronto General Hospital coming up. Immediately on the right is the Mars Center. There's a look at the hospital. And that one has been ranked one of the best in the world. That's kind of interesting. It looks like an old building that has a new facade on one corner. I think that's all actually a fairly new building, and they've incorporated an older building into the western section there, or rather to the east. And there's the Aura Tower. So this here would be Gerrard Street West. I did a walk along Gerrard not too long ago. All right, I think it's time to start moving west. I'll turn right at the next street, which I think should be Elm Street. This definitely looks like a commercial tower. Those floors are too high for a residential building. And I don't see any balconies. And there's Sick Kids Hospital on the right. And here's Elm Street, and just to the south of here, you can see the old Toronto coach terminal. I'll turn right here and take this over to University, and I think I'll cross University. And that'll take me in through Baldwin Village. He was right to ring his bell at me. It's kind of just one of those situations. I started crossing when he was so far away. Technically, I had a stop sign and he didn't. And this is west on Elm Street. I think about a month ago I did a walk along Elm Street in the rain, and I called it a rain walk on Elm Street. I remember trying to find a font that kind of matched the movie to use in the thumbnail for that video. So I guess this block is going to take me west through Baldwin Village, although I'll try to avoid Baldwin Street because I've been along there a few times recently. And then that'll pop me out into Chinatown. Then I'll cut through Kensington Market. And I'll find myself at the starting spot for the next walk. And I'm not going to be able to make it across. These are two-phase crossings. So let's go get stuck on the median. There's look southbound University. That street just to the south of here with the streetcar running through it is Dundas Street West. And to look north, University Avenue ends at College Street just up ahead. And it turns into Queen's Park, although I can't quite see the Provincial Legislative Assembly from here. For all these trees in the way, we would be able to see it quite clearly. There's sick kids. And this is kind of the closest thing we have to a Grand Avenue in Toronto. Although it's a bit underwhelming. And just to the south of here on the right, you'll find the American Consulate. That's actually just south of Dundas Street. And this is where Simcoe Street can be found. That'll go south all the way down to Queen's Quay, although there is a part where it does become pedestrian only just north of Queen Street West. And straight ahead is Baldwin Village. And I think what I'll do is I'll just keep going straight here and I'll hop through that laneway that's off in the distance. This is Murray Street. Immediate occupancy. 1 month free rent. Cherish home living. They've got a view it sign just in front of the building, so I'll be able to look up and just see what kind of unit is for rent and how much it would go for. Trying to clumsily type in view it. viewit.ca/B202. That's nice. It says please call. So here's a crossing, but there's no crosswalk button to press. There's look south down McCaul Street. So just to the north of here on the left is Baldwin Village. Yeah, that's his building. Doesn't give any details. Yeah, let's go through Baldwin Village. I think it'll be a bit more interesting.
It's crazy sometimes.
There's a lot of great spots in this area, but truthfully, I've only been here a few times to eat. So just to the south of here on Dundas is the Art Gallery of Ontario.
Hey, how's it going? Whisper.
There's the Canton Ramen. So I think if I took that alleyway, I would have been coming up right there. And here's Beverley Street. So I'll go south here for a block and I'll keep finding my way west.
We don't get people.
So it makes me look thinner.
That blue structure there is part of the art gallery. And this is Darcy Street. That's the Hayden Park Secondary School. So off in the distance straight ahead is Chinatown. There's a guy having the world's loudest conversation on the phone across the street. So this is the neighborhood where the Disney Pixar film Turning Red was set. And this is Huron Street. This starts pretty far north of here, I think up towards Davenport. And there's some Chinese gates just as you get to Dundas Street to the south. And this would be Spadina Avenue coming up. So getting fairly close to my destination. There's an interesting building. That's the, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. So this would be the Spadina stretch of Chinatown. So I'll turn left here and go west along St. Andrew and head into Kensington Market. There's Rolsan, one of my favorite restaurants in the area. And welcome to Kensington Market. And that's a look at Fahung, and there's the cat in the chair. And there's an excellent coffee shop coming up just on the right called Moonbeam. And they have completely redone the front of Moonbeam. It's good to see a lot of life back in Kensington. I'll probably come back here very soon to record a video. I'm going to turn left from Kensington here, or Kensington Avenue, back onto Baldwin Street. Quite a line for the Golden Patty.
I'll take your word.
Look how busy that is.
It's her chick. She's going. She needs a record deal.
I do like that. That's a much nicer one.
Yeah, I was listening to Smashing Pumpkins. That was Disarm. All right, let's cut through Bellevue Square Park here.
also like so many restaurants a lot. It's like
And there's a statue of the King of Kensington fame. Just over on the bench over there. And I think this is Wales Avenue. I'm on that's the Toronto Western Hospital straight ahead. And the Kensington Market neighborhood is bordered by Dundas Street just to the south of here. Bathurst to the west, which is straight ahead. College to the north. And Spadina Avenue, where Chinatown was, to the east. I'd say it was, but it still is there. My original thinking was just to go south to Dundas Station on the subway and then take the streetcar west over to this intersection just up ahead of Bathurst and Dundas, but I got the idea. Why not just squeeze a second walk into this? And just to the south of here is the Alexandra Park neighborhood and Alexandra Park itself. A lot of these food vendors aren't open today. I guess I could string this all together as one long walk. I think I'm gonna take a little break and find some food. I'll fire up the next video, probably starting from right around this spot. I'll be heading west along Dundas Street here, and then north up into Little Italy. So here is Dundas and Bathurst. And this is a public library, as well as a community center. And this area is known as Scatting Court. kind of looking for a bench to sit down on, but it's all good. I think I'll end this one here, so I hope you enjoyed this rather sporadic and entirely unplanned walk from Wellesley Station, making my way west across the western half of downtown, eventually finding my way through Chinatown and Kensington Market, over to here at Alexandra Park. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and if you wish to support the channel, there will be links to Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. And I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. All right, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.